Hi there, YouTube. This is video number 4. I'll probably stop counting after this time. I don't know, it's kind of nice to mark where I'm at. But my name is Paul, and I started this YouTube channel just to get a feel for it. Something I've always enjoyed is taking photos and videos, so here we are, doing YouTube. Now, I'm a little hesitant to do certain content, as I've spoken about in previous posts, because of my banking license. And so there are a lot of really great things I'd love to talk to you about. But at this time, we're subject to me just mostly doing these rambling talks. I am currently using my Nikon Z52. I normally have been using my iPhone, and I am learning how to use this for this content. So there may be some kind of weird lighting issues or even movement as I'm trying to figure out how to put it on some sort of tripod. So there's that. Well, welcome back. Thank you for coming. This one I wanted to talk to you about knowledge. Where do people get knowledge? And it's obviously an issue right now in our current political climate. And I am trying to be impartial because I think this particular topic can go to either side of what's happening in the world. Obviously, as human beings, we have biases, and we try to support those biases no matter what with information that we have. We may go and look for something that is a sounding board to something of what we feel. And once we go online or in a social media or anything like that, we get confirmation about what we feel. But here's the thing. Just because someone else says it doesn't mean it's true. Just because it's posted on paper or a video screen or looking at it on your phone doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it real. Is it true? And that's what I wanted to talk to you about a little bit today, is basically critical thinking. It's a lost art. I think too many people are falling into the trap of looking for content that basically aligns to how they want to feel, whether it's not right or if it's wrong. There's a lot of very hot topics right now, and honestly, I think it's by design. I personally think what's happening is a divide and conquer. We are weaker when we're fighting each other, and unfortunately, there's a lot of times we're voting against our own self-interest. Things that could help yourself or your neighbors, and it doesn't make sense to me. There's a lot of noise going on right now. There's a lot of anger. My idea of this video is to talk about how do you understand the truth. Now, it used to be reporting, newspapers, the media could be a reliable source. But back in the 80s, I don't know exactly what act it was, but the regulation was pulled back that news had to be objective, meaning you couldn't have what we have now, like Fox News and CNBC are both more of editorial news, meaning that they give you their opinion filtered through news. And that's what I think is causing the problem, is biases on both sides of the lane are talking about their views, their edit on the current events without being objective. And I think we're seeing that damage right now, especially with social media. Social media is taking root, and there's a lot of information, and we're being targeted by other nations, by the way. We are being targeted by misinformation because they want us divided. There's a lot of countries out there that want us to fail and crumble. They don't want us to be the power we're at, and quite frankly, there's a lot of times we abuse that power. So what I'm getting to you at right now is, let's do more. Let's do more before we act, knowing what the facts are. The facts, not the opinions. That is critical. And you'll see sometimes people twist that a little bit when you're hearing. So if you see something that sounds really radical or something that just makes you angry, is it real? I can give you an example. When 9/11 happened, obviously that was a terrible event. there was footage of 9/11, and then they did a clip to some place in the Middle East where people were cheering. The first question that came into my mind was that clip of those people cheering, were they cheering because of the World Trade Center going down? Or was it a clip from somewhere else? Because here's the thing, media, social media, can manipulate you. Propaganda is a weapon, and it can be used against their own people. And that's what we have to be cautious of. And again, I'm not saying one side or the other. I think what's happening right now is we're being divided as a country. They want us to fight and distract us from what's real. And I think it's very important for us to know what is real, what is true. More importantly, I think it's important that we love our neighbor, our communities, as I talked about in the prior video. I think this is very important because we are falling apart. Whether you believe in the red or the blue, Coke or Pepsi, Ford or Chevy, it really doesn't matter. Because what we're doing is tearing each other apart. And I think what we need to do is focus on what's true, dig deeper to find out what is true. I think we need to love our neighbor, and I think we have to keep our heads. Otherwise, thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to the next video. Cheers.